Hey, everybody. Fascinating discussion today with Brainiest talking about the role of AI marketing platforms. Alan, how are you?
Good, good. I'm glad to be here, Evan. I'm excited about our interview and introducing the audience to Brainiest.
Well, thanks so much. And tell us about your journey. What inspired the creation of Brainiest AI, and what was the big idea?
Ah, great question. So, Brainiest was conceived a few months after ChatGPT became public, after November of uh, 2022, when ChatGPT came to market. One of my long-term business associates and I got together in April of the following year, 2023, to kind of check the environment and look at what is going on and what our experience. And we've been in the industry a long time. I'm not a young pup. I've been in marketing and technology for 40 plus years, Intel for 20 years, and 3 startups after that. My business associate, Mike McGowan, who I met with, was 30 years in machine learning and also 40 years in marketing.
Wow.
So, how we decided to go about what Brainiest would do would really bring a master class of marketing capability to larger, small, and medium-sized companies, and maybe even some larger companies than that. But it would be bringing a marketing capability that many of these companies just don't have and don't have the resources to fund. So the Brainiest concept was born to deliver world-class, gold standard marketing content. And to do that, we also engaged 2 major universities to do that with on the East Coast. One is actually using it in their MBA class. And the other one is involved in engineering with us and involved in their business school and their architectural school. So that gave us the validation to bring Brainiest to market in 2024, in the late July timeframe, to start to engage general end users. And with that feedback, we just upgraded our user interface on all our marketing creation environments, which is over 52 of them. And we support over 30 AI models that are on this platform to deliver the most comprehensive marketing content we believe in the marketplace today. Our goal is to become the gold standard of AI marketing solutions.
Wow, impressive. Well, you're certainly shooting for the stars here. Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you, in terms of marketing tech, when I look at the MarTech landscape and those market maps you see out there, it's a very crowded space. You see thousands of companies on that map doing all kinds of things in marketing. So how do you see yourself differentiating yourself on that landscape from other AI marketing tools and platforms and providers?
So we took a very structured approach to developing content in this AI space. We walked the user through a very detailed marketing process that you would find in the best MBA classes in the country. So there are many inputs we ask that may not come to light with general users who are not familiar with marketing to put in and to prompt a model with. So we're giving the model the most complete view of your business. So you're training these models against your business knowledge. And all we require is you bring your business knowledge to our platform and you'll become a marketing genius. Many of these other sites are much more limited, and a lot of them are very surfacey in the sense of the kind of content they develop with limited inputs. We completely eliminate hallucinations. And the reason we can do that is because we're taking so much input about your business that we can focus those results on.
Wow, very, very cool. So maybe paint us a picture of the range of applets or capabilities Brainiest offers marketing's a diverse field. How do you cater to the different marketeers' requirements?
So that's a good question too. So we offer an A to Z capability, which is from strategy to analysis to content generation. So you can start with a marketing plan applet, a PR plan, social media plan, ADA framework for your marketing, your persona generation. Of course, brand voice is always important. From there, you can generate the PR releases, blog posts, email promotions. Our imaging suite to complement the blogging capability as well as advertising capability is one of the most comprehensive in the market among marketing platforms. So to get the equivalent imaging capability on Brainiest, you would have to go to a focused image platform, Firefly or Photoshop.
Brilliant. So I'm a big user of marketing tools from my little business, and I have 5 or 6 tools I want to try, but frankly don't have the time or time to train myself and learn about the tools. How do you think about onboarding small or medium-sized businesses without a lot of training and sort of learning?
So it's an interesting challenge in the industry today among all these platforms. AI is a newcomer to your workflow. So back as you pointed out, you already have your day pretty much planned. You've gone through your normal routine, and now you have these AI tools that are screaming at you to try them out. Right? And it's like, wait a minute. This isn't, I just figured out how to integrate my iPhone into my everyday life. I use the analogy that, you'd leave your house without your wallet, but not without your iPhone or your smartphone. So there is a adoption period that's going on right now for people to learn of, and you see the articles almost every day on what is the business value of AI. Is it really adding the productivity improvement that the hype machine is saying it should? And are people really using it for those purposes? And OpenAI is interesting. They have 400 million users. I think that was the latest number I saw. And I think 80% are using it for grocery lists. So back to the onboarding and getting people to use it seamlessly. We did add a lot because of that, because we know this is an adjunct and an additive to your workflow that has to be productive very quickly, or you're not going to keep reusing it, right? You're going to jettison it because you got too much other things going on. We have a lot of help on each one of our marketing environments we call applets. There is a tip side. It actually is a pullout off to the side of the applet that's very detailed about what the applet does, how to put information in. There's tooltips around each one of the input areas. And there's a chatbot, Astro, that's on the tooltip bottom that is trained on each of the applet. It's our custom chatbot for that applet. So you can ask it any question about that applet or what I should input or does this make sense? There's also a get an answer capability, which is a general intelligent web search to do your research and marketing questions about, okay, I'm filling in this market plan. How big is this market and who are the key competitors and what's the latest products? I can go to get an answer before I fill in that applet.
Wow, impressive. And so how do you leverage AI? Are you working with the APIs of the various LLM providers? And, what role does AI play in each area of the app, whether it's content creation or get an answer or brainstorming? Like, what's the behind the scenes peek at exactly what you're doing?
So we pick the model that's most appropriate to that content you're trying to generate. So we use OpenAI, Omni 4 in a lot of cases. We'll use a lot of the OpenAI environments. We use the APIs. The chatbot is OpenAI beta. Actually, they just released a new API interface this week that will be upgrading that chatbot too. A lot of the imaging is a various number of different models, depending on the type of imaging. I mean, we have a vector graphics capability to generate logos. That's a different model from the image to text to image that you'd be using, and expand an image. There's probably about 10 models that are on that one suite. We have different models for video creation, from image to video. You can get a 4-second, 5-second video off of that. That's a different model. So overall, like I said, there's 30 different models on this platform. The beauty is that the end user really doesn't know, or really shouldn't care, what model he's using, other than he's getting great content if he fills in his business information.
Brilliant.
So that's the beauty of the platform. It really comes down to the user interface, our applets to the model. So our unique capability is the interface between that and the model, and giving you structured, formatted, and great content that you can just copy out and use immediately.
Sounds great. So any early success stories with customers, how it's helping, any anecdotes and feedback from actual, marketing customers in the field?
Yeah, we get a lot of feedback from small to medium-sized customers, even some larger ones that I'm surprised. Even at the enterprise level, they're still trying to figure out: do we do it internal, or do we use a BYOAI, bring your own AI tool? I see a lot of that going on because the internal capabilities aren't there yet. They're caught flat-footed because their data is not ready for internal use by an AI model. But back to your question, yes, we see people developing websites, with the imaging that they can take off of our platform, plus the content creation. Lots of blogging going on where they're doing they used to do one blog every other month. Now they're doing 3 a week. And these are like 30 person companies, some of them. One of them is like a pest control company that is just over the top crazy for us. I mean, I would never have dreamed it, but yeah, they just love it. And they're blogging, a pest control company, they're blogging 2 or 3 times a week. I mean, I don't know what they're blogging about, but
hopefully pest control strategies, but that sounds great. So in terms of social media, which is my forte, I spend countless hours developing, deploying content on social. How do you see yourself helping there?
So we have a number of social media applets that are on the platform. You can generate social media posts, picking out whatever platform you want to put out on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We have a social media plan where you can actually, Evan, you should probably try it out, is to go to the strategy section and pull down the social media plan. That will give you a social media roadmap. We have an events planner that will plan your social media deployment schedule, when things should be posted based on your social media plan. So a lot of times we see in some of these companies, they just jump to the social media. Everyone thinks marketing is just a social media post. Our homepage has that positioning that marketing is more than just a social media post. But the starting point would be the social media plan, to really lay out a comprehensive social media strategy. And then we have the capability of generating the content. You would actually post the content yourself. We have, varying views on, there are a number of sites that will do automatic postings, end-to-end automation, just focused on social media posting. We still recommend that you view the posts and look at it before you just press the button.
Sure, makes sense.
Right, because you might go back and say, you know what, I don't want to communicate that aspect of what I'm trying to do here. I need to change it. It may have nothing to do with an AI hallucination, which we eliminate pretty much, but it may have to do with you didn't put in the right business inputs.
Got it. And so, it's a small company. You're obviously ramping up with customers and growing. What's on the radar for this year and over the next years? What plans do you have in terms of the team or roadmap or otherwise?
So, yeah, the team is a really small team. We're split between Seattle and Phoenix. We have a number of people up in the Seattle area because some are ex-Microsoft people, and we have our ex-Intel people down here in the Phoenix area. We are looking at expanding this. As I mentioned, we have 52 marketing environments. We have one vertical on that platform, which is in real estate, that was guided by a broker out of Vail, Colorado, who actually helped us frame and put the applet together that is very robust from what he needs. He markets homes in the Vail area and in Mexico at the shoreline. So he takes images that he generates on our platform and puts them in his postings. With that said, there is an opportunity with the right involvement for other industries, healthcare, financial, insurance. That would be areas that we would take the kind of process that we have that you can see on our current applets and apply them in those industries with experts that can guide us through the right type of environment and questions to ask that would train the models properly to create the value. The big challenge in the industry today, as I mentioned earlier, is creating marketing value. Not marketing value, but productivity value from AI versus just grocery lists. And to do that, though, you need deep knowledge of the businesses you are engaging with your AI, with the AI model that then gets trained to that business. So the industry's in this transition of providing, and I think Brainiest, like I said, our goal is to become a gold standard in how that process works, is in the transition of providing this type of deep knowledge that gets you that productivity gain where, okay, in 15, 20 minutes, I can generate what it used to take me 2 or 3 days or a week. Because the model responds fantastic. So specifically to what I put in it, I don't have to rewrite it 3 times. We get a lot of feedback from small business expos and universities that people using ChatGPT, feedback comes back as, God, I spent more time on that than I thought I'd ever spend, and it's wasting my time because I'm busy reworking. So I'm not sure it even improves my time spent.
Makes sense.
Right.
And as these models get more and more sophisticated, as we head to agentic AI and, AGI even one day, maybe, how much of that do you think will be relevant to your customers? Could you take on the strategy or even the CMO role?
Yeah, I think as far as we can see, even with the advent, whenever it comes, AGI, artificial general intelligence somewhere, was it 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years from now? These models are very horizontal and very generic in the sense of how they're trained and what their results will be. For the foreseeable future, until we get that HAL 9000 or Rosie and the Jetsons. I guess HAL 9000 or Data from
maybe a more positive example.
Yeah, Data would be good, from the Star Trek, who can actually think like a human. You're still going to have to put in all the information about who you are, what your business is about, and what area you're trying to communicate to allow the model to enhance. It's really augmenting your communication skills, amplifying. It's a great amplifier until we get to those, androids. And we're not there yet. So
not there yet, but you've definitely come a long way. Congrats on all the success, and onwards and upwards. Ellen, thanks for sharing the vision and the mission.
Thanks. Yeah, take a look at Brainiest. We're excited about it. I think users will be excited about it. I mean, you got to get on it and play with it to really get the feel for it and to feel the process, how we walk you through that marketing process.
Sounds great. Well, good luck. Thank you for joining. Thanks everyone for listening and sharing. Take care.
Thanks.